Hi, everybody. I'm here with Jonas Bohlmark, who is a Swedish adventurer who has, over the last 3 years, been doing this incredible adventure that I've only really just found out about. I don't know how I missed you, Jonas, but I did. But I found you now, which is really exciting. So, Jonas has traveled from Norway to Gibraltar, and it's taken him 1,152 days, and he's done it completely off grid, sleeping
Not,
out.
not really. I've done it by myself, but I have also done North Europe first, and then
Okay.
paddling from North Norway. So
So it's been a multi-discipline exercise, hasn't it? But
yeah,
predominantly, I think
like
it's been
two and a half year non-stop paddling without the support team. But before on the same adventure, I have hiking in North Norway in the mountains, and then I have paddling down in the river to the Baltic Sea and run whole Finland, bike North Europe, run one third of Sweden, and then ski Sweden and a little bit of Norway of skis. Uh, and then I have run to south of no north of the Polar Circle over um, in the south, almost Lofoten, and from there I have paddling 2 years and two
uh,
and a half years.
amazing. Well, thank you very much for clarifying that. You're much better to tell everybody what you've done rather than me try and tell them. You've also done it completely without major sponsors.
Yeah,
You really like to do it that way to highlight that it can be done. As I say, you've been living outdoors most of the time, and it's what seems to really resonate with you. You also live with bipolar disorder, which is something you've been quite vocal about because you want to highlight that side of it. So, shall we just go back sort of just to the beginning briefly, and we'll talk about what made you come up with this idea? Was it a crazy drunken night with a friend, or was it a more of a planned thing? Or can you tell us how you came up with it and where you started, Jonas?
yeah. It was no planning to paddling at all. First of all, we was going up like a vacation, me and my best friend. We had 1 month together, hiking in mountains and paddling down in the river, and we had really fun, really fun. And after 1 month, my best friend was going home to his girlfriend and work, and I didn't have work in that moment, and neither a girlfriend. So I was keep on going. So I decided to uh, buy that buy a trailer, and then I was running with that trailer. 25 marathons in Finland, one marathon every day. Marathon, sleep in the forest. Marathon, sleep in the forest. And
Everything you needed was on your trailer.
yeah, like with a trailer for like a baby.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, after coming to Helsingfors, I would decided to buy a bicycle, a cheap one, and then I was biking almost 2.5 months, I think, in Europe, sleeping outdoor every night, and it was the only time I feel like lonely on the adventure. It was in the winter time, and you don't meet so many if you're sitting on a bicycle, especially if you like sleeping in a hammock in the forest that you don't allowed. So that was really hard, like mentally.
Mm.
But after that, I have meet like beautiful people all the time. So when I was coming to Sweden, I was running 20 marathons, one marathon every day, sleeping outdoor. So I had a mission to just sleeping outdoor. So the first year, I didn't almost have any beds. Almost not for 3 years either, but like I had like say no to everybody. Uh, and then I was coming when I run. I was coming to my hometown, and then I was switching to skis. So I was skiing 2.5 months in the mountains up to the north of Sweden, and from there I was running to north of Polar Circle, and I have paddling from Narvik 2 years and yeah, 2.5 years.
So what made you want to go to Gibraltar, and how did you get yourself aboard? I think you've got a Kona board, haven't you? What made you decide to paddle specifically to Gibraltar?
No, it was not a plan. The first plan was just to paddling to Göteborg, and after like with like a big miracle to survive from North Norway to Göteborg, I decided to keep on going because it's so hard to. Then I've been out for almost 1 year, and it's so hard to. It's so hard to stop and go back to the system again. And also, I have a dream. I still have the dream to like have speeches and work with adventure, and I don't still yet have a quitting plan yet. So then I decided to go actually to Scotland. So I was paddling to Nederländerna, and there I was like, I have passport and everything, but there I was getting information. It can be really tricky to go over the English Channel because of all the rules. It should cost a lot of money, and I didn't was like allowed to paddling, even if I paid for like follow boats and stuff, huge things because they have so much rules. I didn't was allowed to like paddling 6 of those kilometers. So then I was staying in south of Netherlands for like 3 weeks and sleeping on a beach bar and was planning to um, paddling to Ramsgate from south of Netherlands. And it's a trip like you can do it like in once. Yeah, it's almost impossible to do. I have done like one cross before, like 43 hours without sleeping over Baltic Sea from like Stockholm to Turku, over Baltic Sea. But it's no ships in Baltic Sea, it's no current in Baltic Sea, and so it's a huge
It's a big challenge,
difference.
isn't it, to get over to the UK?
Yeah, and then it was many people that was like was available to work for free, but like the captain that if I have a follow boat, he must be available. He must can the day when it's perfect weather, and
Yeah.
so I was decided to keep on going and hold this trip. Actually, I have almost zero follow boats. I had a follow boat when I was like paddling over Rotterdam. That was protecting me from all the ships. So I was paddling over Rotterdam, but I have a follow boat that's watching me. And the most like dangerous and like scary thing is just the big boats to paddling over the traffic lines because I think my paddle is like 3 or 4 kilometers per hour because I have my tent and I have my uh, bags on the paddle.
Yeah. And they
Oh, equipment,
they
equipment.
can't stop easily, those big boats, can they? So, and you're a
No,
tiny little dot for them to
no, but also it's many like many places there. No paddleboard have paddling that have been. Uh, so it's many tricky places, but just like boats is quite unpredictable. The sea, if you are on the ocean so long time as I've been like 6 8 hours every day for 2.5 years, um, then you're learning to know the ocean quite well, but you never learn about big ships, especially when you don't have. I have no GPS on the board. I have no like electric equipment. I have my phone in the bag, so I have. Of course, I can go into land and like looking like traffic marina and see where the big boats is, but it's one of the things on the adventure I have never liked and never coming to like, but
no.
I've done it. So
Have you had one moment like that which was really quite scary? What's your sort of scariest moment that you've had?
like
Is
like
it in with a big boat?
like I am trying like on the normal sea, if, like I'm paddling in. Uh, I think I'm paddling like in 4 meters, like biggest in like Ericeira, and I think it's over 3 meters at least. Like then you're really scared to go in. But I have like I have like a mentality on the ocean. I never scared. So I have maybe super spiritual that I think I never die. But when I see ships, like big boats have nothing to do with the ocean or the nature. So every time I see a big boat, it's like sorry.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Wow. So when you were traveling down, you must have seen, you've paddled in some really quite gnarly places to paddle on the ocean. Um, and how's it been finding places to land? Have you just literally almost no plan, but you've just paddled as long as you can for the day, and then you find someone to pull in and
uh,
hope that it's
yeah,
safe.
the thing you must be like afraid. Um, you must always look up when you are in like in areas it's just rocks. Like North Spain, it can be like almost like 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers that you don't can go in anywhere because it's like walls of rocks. And of course, like you don't can. I must go into the land every night because I have a race paddle. It's like not a boat I can sleep in. It's like it's a 26 wide. And so in the beginning, like it was hard to stand on it, but I have like a rule for myself. I trying to stand on the board like all the time. So I never sitting on the board. I am sitting when I going out and in and when it's big waves, of course.
Yeah, good man. We like we like stand-up paddleboarders to be standing up.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like it's just stupid to do what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know why. Uh,
Have you always been quite an adventurous? Were you adventurous as a kid? You know, did you have quite an outdoor lifestyle when you were young?
no, I have like done like sports in a high level all my life, but not so extreme. I skiing in the mountains like 2 months alone with my best friend. That's it. I should call adventure. And that I was doing by myself now on this trip. So no, and I have done the when I was paddling with follow boat over Baltic Sea, but like you don't can compare. Like if you have, I have no security when I do this. I want security, but like uh, it's also like a question about money. It's like you don't can be out 2 years and 6 months with super security, and also like uh, it's many stupid things that I maybe should have. I have no like BRF. If you are on an adventure, maybe like for 1 week, you maybe can charge the security phone, but here need to charge a security phone for 2 years and 6 months, and I have not have a security phone because everything need to charge. I have no tracker. I have nothing. So for this adventure for myself, it's I probably have called this call for help many times if I have, but and go home. But I don't know. You're starting to learn the ocean quite well when you be. I think the ocean have saved me many times on this
Yeah.
adventure.
Amazing. So, let's talk about some of the other things. Not, I mean, your trip is just quite incredible, and I encourage everybody to follow Jonas on social media because he's really good at posting really sort of real posts, and it really highlights your adventure amazingly. So, but let's talk about the people. We know that the SUP community, we know it, you know, everywhere in the world. If you talk to people about stand-up paddleboarding, they always talk about the community and the community spirit. But you have must have met in your all your time paddling and the other parts of your journey as well, many people who have helped you along the way, or who've just come along with a maybe a hug or a bowl of food or just some company. Can you talk about what that has meant to you as a person to have that support from so many people that you've never met before?
Yeah, it's super cool, and I think the most of the people that have traveled have like experienced the same thing. That if you're coming in front of a person like eye to eye, you're coming to see that like 90% of them is a nice friendly person, and that's amazing. And nowadays we are really uh, afraid from each other because of the media, and I think for my view of the world now is like the most of the people is really friendly, except when it's coming in too much money in the pictures. Uh, I think, and I have met so many friendly people. So I hope I can give back on some kind of way. So I'm really really thankful for every people I've met on this trip to make me keep on going. And of course, I do it that trip without sponsors. So my mother and father have helped me, and also a lot of people. But the adventure costing like maybe 20 euro every day, and I never spending more than 20 euros. Like trying to keep in my budget. So many days you're like really really starving, and some days you get invited to food, and that's just like yeah. I am so thankful for everybody that helped, and also I have almost for 3 years I never begged for anything. It's ever like come up a angel from everywhere and support me to keep on going forward.
Yeah. Now you just mentioned sponsors there, and I talked to you about this yesterday. You've specifically chosen to do this without any um, sponsorship of, I guess, boards, paddles, logos. You're trying to highlight that it can be done in a different way, and you're very much into recycling. I mean, if anybody looks at your board, you can
Yeah,
see it's a completely battered board. It's been mended, it's been tied together almost with string. It's got all the beautiful messages on it, which is really lovely. Um,
yeah.
what what would make your life a little bit easier? Would it just be like hard cash, or rather than why have you chosen not to have sponsors? Because you must have been offered them.
Yeah, but I think if some rich people in England like want to sponsor me, can sponsor me. But if he can get a nice phone call or a postcard, but I don't want to have like any brand on my board. I think we have been in like over 150 newspaper and talk about bipolar. And if some organization want to help and sponsor, I'm happy for it, and I'm happy for every single euro I get in. But I think it's cool if you're living in the nature and like talking about the nature. Then you don't want to do like more advertising to people gonna buy more stuff. And it's like it's quite it's quite disgusting, like how how much stuff we buy and throw and we don't need. And I don't want to be I don't want to be a part of that. But it's like, of course, it's coming to be really difficult to me to come in the system again, because in the normal life, of course, you need more than 20 euro. And it's yeah, the nature is for me a really 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 spiritual thing. But of course, I'm happy for every single euro I get. And I think it's like, if somebody like have friends with bipolar and stuff, I think my Instagram can be quite inspiring to maybe show that you can have a really good life. I eating medication every day, but I don't think that medication is the thing that makes me so healthy. It's more the lifestyle that I've been outdoor every day and training and have a purpose to uh, wake up to. And everybody needs a purpose. It's the purpose not need to be to paddle to Gibraltar. It can be to have a family and have a dog to go out to and have a work that you think important, or go to support a football team, or it can be anything. But I think many people have the biggest purpose to earn a lot of money to buy a bigger house. That is like the big purpose for many people, that the system wants people to dream about like bigger house, bigger cars.
Yeah.
And the people that have buy a Tesla never can do a adventure like this. They maybe have uh, rich on tools and stuff, but they have not rich on time. So you can be you can coming from like a normal family without so much money and do adventure like this. But a rich person that like buying a like super expensive house from help from the bank. It's they have much of tools, but uh, they can do a thing like this. But it's many people are really materialistic, and on my in my bag I maybe have like 15 less than 15 stuff except from the like the electronic.
And you've survived with that for 3 years. It's admirable. I mean, it's ironic that today we're recording on Black Friday, which is a
Yeah.
huge marketing ploy to get people to buy stuff, stuff. You've talked about the bipolar. Can we talk a little bit about that? Because obviously this trip, and you've documented it that you feel that you have been managing it now since you've been living this extraordinary lifestyle just out in nature. And we all know about sort of green and blue therapy and how good that is for our mental health. Can you just explain what bipolar is and just explain how this trip has seems to be helping that issue that you have or the way that
Um,
you live?
I think bipolar for the first thing is like quite uh, bipolar is like a name for like 100 million brain disorders, and that's because every brain is unique, and just because I have a bipolar disorder, it's coming not to be like yours because it's a brain. Because if you have a heart disorder, you can switch out your brain and organs, but you never can switch out your brain. But for do it more simply, it's like you can go up and down, uh, and get to different states of energy levels that can be unhealthy for the persons. The most of the people, normal people, that's not classified as like bipolar. They have they can be sad, they can be happy, they can be normal, and but for a bipolar person, it can be like you can be normal too, and you can be happy, more than happy. Like the feeling, like when you are in love, it's like the most uh, gnarly feeling, the closest similar feeling a bipolar can have with a normal person. Like everybody have been in love, but many people with bipolar can have that kind of energy, and it can stays for like 1 month, 2 months, with a like without being in love, just in love with life, and that's that can be really dangerous because you're burning so much. You're burning so much energy, um, because after you have that like strong feeling, the energy is totally gone, and then you can be down for. Um, it depends per person, but you could be down for 2, 3, 4, 5 months when you don't are available to feel happy, and life feels meaningless. Uh, and for my type of like bipolar disorder, it's more like what type one. That's the wing. That's uh, the one that you can get psychos. So it's it's are a lot of knowledge you need to have if you have that disorder. If you're gonna be like high functional, so I can go up to like the state that you're feeling really good, but also go uh, up to the moon, and then you need medication fast uh, to lock it in. And I have almost been healthy for 3 years, and that's I think is amazing story to like tell like why. And I think it's so many reasons. I don't think it's just like you talk about like the ocean, and it's a thing about it, but it's it's also about so much other things. I need still medication, but I think I should like it's really really like people that feeling good can say I skip medication, I don't take medication, uh, and then they're saying that on like social media, and then people start to stop to take medication, and then they're destroying their lives. And I should say I take medication, but on the adventure I probably should could take less, but something can happen. My mother can die. She have not died, but that can be like a big stress, big drama. It can be uh, like in the normal life when you get a text message that you coming to your boss saying we are not need you on your company. It's coming to be a big stress and like things drama. I have not. I have almost no drama stress in this adventure, and I think like in the society we have lots of drama.
Hmm.
Uh, it's our stress about economy. It's stress about like like I said, like if I am paddling over the big boats, I have a huge stress. But when I've passed the boats, the stress is over. I don't have any more stress. And in the normal life, you can get like a text message from a boss like on Friday, and you're thinking about that text message to Monday, and you go going around with like uh, a huge stress that maybe not was existed for thousand years ago when you have so many people to handling in the normal life. And so I think the normal life is not designed for mental health. The normal life is designed to that we coming the most of the people coming to live a long life, but we coming to have more and more and more problem with mental health. It's not about bipolar. It's like many people have getting more and more problem with it. You're more, you better we have, you more food we have, your more tools we can get. Uh, People getting more and more. Uh, I guess I think it's I don't know. It's
Well, it's great. It's really good for you to explain that to us. I don't know a huge amount about it, but I just really appreciate that you've explained it, and also that this trip is really helping you. We all know, as I said earlier, that it's great to be outdoors, and we know what a healthy lifestyle it is, but it's very difficult when people are tied up in this world where, we want the big things that we then don't have the time to get out. You mentioned your mum there. Your mum and dad um, are able to visit you periodically, aren't they? What does that mean to
yeah,
you for them to come and see you?
yeah, that means a lot. And yeah, so yeah, it should be. I should feel really lonely if they have not visited me on this long journey. And yeah, so they have come down with medication almost, but now I have now they have sent down medication, and it's really tricky to like now when I was in Gibraltar, one reason that I was going to Gibraltar to France is like my medication. Nothing had been stolen on the whole adventure except except when I was coming to I was paddling to Gibraltar and I was paddling back to Spain again. And there I was leaving my stuff on the beach, and not my paddleboard, but my paddle was stolen, and my medication was stolen. So it's like it's super tricky. I had like 10 days medication left, so that was good. But it's it's our like it can be like really scary if a person like dropped this medication. So then I was going to yeah, I have find medication now in France, and that's good.
Good. And
I probably going back to the adventure next week, and I trying like I've been out for almost non-stop, almost except when I have like some operations.
okay.
But so almost like non-stop for 3 years, and I'm trying to like say to myself, I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove anymore. I've done it like I have no idea how to like do it to a world record or something. but I think we're starting to get like lot of attention. But I think also if you don't have sponsors, people don't want to put you up in the news because like if you are sponsoring about like a betting casino or like a sport casino or something, they call journalists, they call media, and if you have a big brand, they also call media. And I do this adventure. I have no manager. I have happy if like some people like call journalists, and of course we have starting to have like followers on Instagram, but it's for me. I'm first of all I'm an adventure. I'm not an influencer, but of course it's like every follower is like can like help somebody help with money, and that's of course it's our important to keep on going.
Yeah. So how can people give you money? Is there some way that they can give you money?
I don't know actually. I was like I have more people that have like asked how we can give. I was starting like a Patreon, but I have like seven posts for 6 months maybe. I don't know. So
Okay.
I need to do that, but it's many people that have sponsoring with like bigger uh, like for people like have maybe uh, like or some mom and dad or some sisters that have know somebody with like bipolar have maybe appreciate what they have done. And I think like we have, even if I like saying we have not been in many medias, we have been in like over 150 medias uh, so far, and like trying to spread a kind of like healthy picture of bipolar. And I trying personally, I don't like to, I never talk about like bipolar for friends or people I'm meeting. So I trying to talk on it on like maybe like social media sometimes, but much often in like newspapers.
Yeah. Well, we're almost at the end of our time. We've only got 5 minutes left, Jonas. I think we might have to do a part two another time.
Yeah,
But can you just tell me what your plan is in a few minutes, plan for the future? Because you plan to paddle back, don't you? Is that your
yeah,
plan
yeah,
now?
yeah, exactly. I have I paddling now Mediterranean to France border, and there I'm not decided if I paddling channel or if I channel to back to the Atlantic again, and or if I running like Pyrenea to Biarritz. Uh, yeah, and then I try maybe I aiming for go up to Scotland and sail back to Norway. Uh, but I think it's hard to stop this adventure, and like it's starting to be a lifestyle. And yeah,
Oh, it honestly, I'm so inspired by you. This is fantastic. I think it definitely feels from talking to you like this is who you are now. This is in your blood. You will never go back to maybe normal society. You'll be living in the woods, teaching people about adventures and paddlings. I don't know. It's amazing. I really want to thank you, Jonas, for your time. I know we've caught you when you're on land for a few weeks.
yeah,
Um, please, can we speak again? Because I think we really haven't covered enough, and it would
yeah,
be
yeah,
lovely to chat to you again. And anybody who's watching, if you can donate to Jonas a few euros, it would really help him put food in his belly and see him on his
You
way.
maybe, I maybe need to find up like a GoFundMe. You maybe can help in England if I'm going up there.
I think so. We will spread the word for you, Jonas. Jonas, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you too.
Enjoy your few days, and we will speak very, very soon.
Yeah, I'm happy if you want to follow the
We
journey.
will we'll
I think
definitely do a follow-up.
I think it's sad that nobody have followed me. Of course, many have followed me on when I'm paddling Portugal and North Spain, and but it's coming to feel really boring to paddling like Mediterranean now, when after those big waves.
You you will find it very dull.
Yeah.
I understand that. Jonas, thank you so much. You're an absolute superstar. And
Thank you too, and you're happy to take pictures on my Instagram if you want.
yeah, thank you so much, Jonas. Good luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.